Hey guys, it's me, Michael, and I wanted to share a little story with you. I was talking to a friend of mine who came from a religious upbringing, and within our conversation, she said, God's will. And when people throw around the words God's will, it makes me a little, I don't know what God's will is. Does it mean stand up at a certain time? Does it mean go into a building and pray? Does it mean what is God's will? And I said straight out, I was like, you know what? There's been so much violence over people saying what God's will is, and God told me and you don't, so I'm going to. Oh, and I said to her, when I help people or don't mind my own business or step in when no one else would or whatever it might be, I don't do it for brownie points. I don't do it to get into heaven. I don't do it to. I'm not a circus animal doing stuff for biscuits. And I said to her straight out, I'm like, you know what? When I do that stuff, that's my will. Michael made the decision to put himself in that place. Michael made the decision to do right by someone. Michael made the decision to do something that no one else would do for someone else. That was Michael's will. I don't know what God's will is. And then it hit me. When I'm helping someone out or doing right or have a good message or trying to teach something or trying to learn something or whatever it might be, I'm using my will. I'm using Michael's will. But at that time and moment when I'm helping someone and doing right by somebody or going out of my way for somebody, and it feels good on an innate level where it's hardwired, like did the right thing. Michael's will and God's will are combined. There's no difference. Tell Michael stand up because God wants you to stand up at this time. Tell Michael you got to do this holiday because that's God's will. Tell Michael you got to hate that person or whatever it is because that's God's will. Michael doesn't understand. Because a lot of that has to do with man's will. And men following orders. And men not thinking for themselves. There's a huge difference between tribal law and your personal relationship with whatever you want to call it. The word God's will just never sat right with me. When you do good by people and you help people out and you're using your own will to do it, that's when you're one with God's will. Because you're the vessel that it's coming through. That's all I got to say. Have a good one. Bye.